Hey folks, so I recently made an app explicitly for coaches. It's called ArcNotes, and ArcNotes is basically designed to streamline your workflow post-session when it comes to writing notes and writing emails and summarizing that and getting that out to the client. So I'd love to demo this for you and just show you what it does in case it's something that's going to make your life better or easier. So let's check it out. All right, so this is ArcNotes. So when you first log in for the first time, this is what you're going to see. This is a default brand new account that I've not used yet, as you can see. And before we dive into doing a session analysis, which is the major thing I want to do here with you today, I want to just take a moment to highlight the simplicity of the interface here. Okay, so ArcNotes is all one page, super simple. We have a tab design to move through the different aspects of the app. So it's very easy to get the information you want to get. So let's go over how ArcNotes works and demo a analysis for you. So basically, ArcNotes is designed to right now use transcriptions, so that would be text, and generate notes from those transcriptions. So let's imagine you do a Zoom call with a client, you do a coaching phone call with a client, you do perhaps an in-person. However you do it, let's imagine you record that session. Maybe it says audio, maybe it says video, however you want to go about that. And then you take that audio or video and you turn that into a text transcript. There are different ways you can do this. So one way, of course, would be if you're using Zoom, there's a built-in feature that generates transcripts from Zoom calls. So that would be one way to do it. Or you use maybe a transcription AI. There's a bunch of free ones out there. You drop the file in and it spits out a text for you as a transcription. For our demo today, I am not going to use a real transcript of a client session. Of course, I want to respect their privacy. So what I did instead was I automatically generated a long fake transcript, couple actually, with AI to demo with. So basically, let's imagine you have a transcript. And again, right now, ArcNotes is just text-based, so it'd have to be a TXT or a doc or docx or a PDF. And there are a couple ways you can bring it in. So one way would be you could open it up like so, and you could copy this, right? And you could paste the text like so, and there you go. You've got, ready to go. The other way you can go is to just drag and drop. So if we just drag the file in, boom, there it is. The whole thing is ready to go, okay? Now all we have to do is give the client a name. Ideally, whatever name you want to give them. It doesn't have to be actually their actual name. There's no legal necessity, so you can create client anonymity if you prefer. Give the client a name here. If you want to send them the email notes, you'd have to put in an email address, but that's not required. What is required is a session date, okay? And then whatever session name or number, whatever convention you use to describe your session. So in this case, I'm going to do demo 4, okay? Now from here, all we have to do is hit analyze, and I want you to notice about how long it takes. Again, it's a little over 2 minutes, but we'll go over kind of what's happening during that process. So hit analyze, and you'll notice right away you get at the top of the screen session saved, right? So immediately the beginning of this analysis and this session, even if it doesn't completely go all the way through or there's a glitch or a hiccup, you save that this session exists, okay? Now from there, what also pops up simultaneously is this new set of tabs underneath, and this is where you're going to see your session notes for the first time. They'll also show up in other places in the app. I'll show you in a moment, but notice we've already got the session notes back. Not all of them, but the first of 3 calls here. So the session notes, the first section here is actually kind of more bullet point style, quick key points. Again, you can see it's modality aware, IFS parts mapping, somatic tracking, parts dialogue, and then it's on to the second call. So the second call actually delivers a huge chunk of information. We get 3 tabs in the second call. So the second call has analysis, feedback, and client arc. So the analysis will be a paragraph analysis of the session where you can kind of read perhaps more of an unpacking than what you're going to get from the bullet points. Feedback is going to be clinical notes for you as a coach. So think of this like a teacher or a mentor or an observer giving you feedback, both on what you did really well and perhaps what could use improvement or maybe attention or might be something that would be useful for this particular client. So notice that already came through. So we have analysis, feedback, client arc, right? And with client arc, what we're looking at here is the client's developmental arc or progress over time. So this is one of the features that's really going to make ArcNotes stand out over time. So what we're going to be doing here with this client arc is not just noticing where they are session to session in their developmental process, but we're going to be rolling that into the AI prompts that go out to the AI so that the AI is getting an overview of this client's progress over time. And then you can, as those roll over, you can ask the AI to deliver you kind of a summary of their progress over however many sessions. So notice while I've been talking about that, the client email call has already gone out and should come back shortly here. So we have notes ready to go, and boom, there's your client email. Right? So this is exactly what would get sent out to the client. Now, if you like this, right, you can go ahead and you can look at sessions view here. There's our demo 4 with Marcus. You can click on that. And here's where your notes really are going to live. Again, same thing. So we have session notes, analysis, feedback, client arc, and email. Now, if you like the email, you read over it, you make sure it's right. Click send to client. You put in their email address. You put in the next session date. So you can give them a heads up in the email when you'll be meeting with them next. And then here's all the notes ready to go. It's all formatted with HTML. Now, if you want to edit the notes, you can actually edit. So you go up to edit here. You can go through if there was something that wasn't quite right that the AI kind of got wrong. You can adjust that to taste. Boom, you send it, out it goes, and you're done. So this is what ArcNotes is built to do. It's meant, again, to really speed up your workflow and your process of creating high quality session notes, session analysis, tracking the client's progress, and communicating with the client about each session so that you can just save yourself time, stay focused on coaching. So if this is something that lands for you, if this resonates as something you want to explore and play with, maybe it's a tool that you would find useful, there is a 14-day free trial available immediately at arcnotes.app. Feel free to go sign up and play with it. I welcome feedback if you have any suggestions. This is just the beta version of this application. And just so you know, right now we do have a deal in place for the first 100 signups. So the first 100 signups are going to be locked in for life at $29 a month as long as you're a subscriber. No matter what additions or how much it improves or how much better it gets, you're locked in for 29 bucks year after year for the rest of your life. So if that's something that appeals to you, please go check it out. And thanks for watching. Take care.